Hello and welcome. This is a short video that I've put together just by way of introduction to my workspace, to me, Joan Garvin, and to introduce this PowerPoint, which will be the first of many that will come with the online course, Beyond the Clinical, Perinatal Depression and the Mother's Life. I thought just for this short video that I'd bring out a couple of samples from the library you can see behind me, many of which are books on mothering, being a mother today, the sociological context and various other related aspects of the experience. This particular one is called Firsttime Mum. It's a collection of chapters that have been put together. It's Australian publication, and the chapters have been written by various women and talking about the birth, but more often about after the birth, and the describing what the experience has been like for them. It's the ones I've read are generally well written, and it's a nice little find. I'm glad that I've got it on the shelf. Another one is called Naked Motherhood. You might have heard of it before. It's Wendy LeBlanc is the author, and it came out quite a few years ago. Wendy LeBlanc and Susan Moussart were important in raising generally topics related to the experience of women as mothers. Wendy LeBlanc's work is drawn from research with many interviews with individual women, but also focus groups, and they talked about a silencing of these kinds of issues. This was in the early 2000s, which I think probably today you couldn't really say there's been a silencing. It's a topic that raises its head all the time in the media, but the problem is that we haven't really come to satisfactory solutions, and that's where I think you as workers with women and families play an important role. Because you're in the coalface in that sense, and you're confronting women and families who have many issues in trying to work out how they're caring for their children who they love and value generally, and but also paying the bills and managing households, which is no mean feat in the current conditions. Another book that I thought I'd mention is called Maternal Desire, and it's been out for a while, and it's a bit more theoretical, and it's more about the connection between mother and baby and exploring ways of looking at that connection and explaining the intensity of it. Really a good read, I think. And another one is an Australian one called The Divided Heart, and it's again a collection of chapters that have been brought together by Rachel Power. It's an Australian book, and the chapters were written by women who had some sort of creative activity in their lives before they became a mother, and now in these chapters they're reflecting on the tensions between the former selves with their work as artists or musicians or sculptors or photographers or whatever it is, and how they're experiencing that tension. So yes, welcome. Have a look at the PowerPoint and you'll have more idea about how the Wiki Spaces work, and have a good look at the course outline. It's a course that only goes for 6 weeks, and I think with the fortnightly sessions it could work well. And I'll be providing suggested readings and going through over quite a large territory, and I think you'll find it stimulating and engaging. Bye for now.